The Queen of Hearts by Christina Rossetti, 1830 to 1894. How comes it, Flora, that whenever we play cards together, you invariably, however the packed parts, still hold the Queen of Hearts? I've scanned you with scrutinizing gaze, resolved to fathom these your secret ways. But sift them as I will, your ways are secret still. I cut and shuffle, shuffle, cut again, but all my cutting, shuffling proves in vain. Vain hope, vain forethought too. That queen still falls to you. I dropped her once, prepense, but ere the deal was dealt, your instinct seemed her loss to feel. There should be one card more, you said, and searched the floor. I cheated once, I made a private notch in Heart Queen's back, and kept a lynx-eyed watch. Yet such another back deceived me in the pack. The Queen of Clubs assumed by arts unknown, an imitative dint that seemed my own. This notch, not of my doing, misled me to my ruin. It baffles me to puzzle out the clue, which must be skill or craft or luck in you, unless indeed it be natural affinity. Okay, this is a poem by Christina Rossetti. She was an English author, an English poet of Italian parents. Now, I think this poem is a little different to her normal poems. Let's see, she was a member of the pre-Raphaelite movement. Now, superficially, this poem is about playing cards with Flora. And Flora always gets the Queen of Hearts. No matter what happens, Flora gets the Queen of Hearts, and they play again and again, and she tries to cheat, she tries all sorts of things, but she can never get the Queen of Hearts. It always ends up with Flora. But we need to look at this poem at a deeper level. The Queen of Hearts represents love. It represents the Victorian ideal of love. Now, we need to notice that Christina Rossetti never married, and perhaps this poem is saying that she was never able to find love. She's wondering perhaps if she was predestined never to find love within a Victorian society, because I think very clearly she was not prepared to accept the rules of relationships in Victorian Britain, and the rules of love, but love has never come to her. And this poem is saying that she never gets the Queen of Hearts, she never gets love, whereas her playing partner, Flora. Now, Flora is the goddess of flowers and spring. Flora is the goddess of youth and fertility, and she's playing with Flora, and Flora always gets the Queen of Hearts. So it's like Flora is always destined to find love, to follow the patterns of love that were accepted in Victorian society. Whereas Christina Rossetti never gets love, and the card she gets is the Queen of Clubs. Now, I think the Queen of Clubs is representing a strong, independent woman, somebody who is independent. They are naturally in charge of their own lives. They know what they want. This is somebody that is creative, that is ambitious, but this is not the Queen of Hearts. And she wants love. She wants to be loved, but it's as if she feels that this is something that she can never find, that it's something she's destined never to have. How comes it, Flora, that whenever we play cards together, you invariably, however the pack parts, still hold the Queen of Hearts? So, Flora, yeah, and she's playing cards with Flora. How come you always get the Queen of Hearts? So why does Queen of Hearts, why does love always go to you, Flora? But however the pack parts, however life goes, whatever happens in our lives, Flora finds love, but Christina never finds love. I've scanned you with a scrutinizing gaze, resolved to fathom these your secret ways, but sift them as I will, your ways are secret still. So I've watched you, I've scrutinized you, I've tried to learn, to understand what it is about you that brings you love. I've determined to copy these, and however I think about these things, I cannot understand, I cannot find this special quality that you have that always brings you love. I cut and shuffle, shuffle, cut again, but all my cutting, shuffling proves in vain. Vain hope, vain forethought too. The Queen still falls to you. So no matter what I do with the cards, however I shuffle them and cut them and shuffle them, I never get the Queen of Hearts. And this again is a metaphor that whatever I do, wherever I go, all of the different things I try, it's in vain, it's not successful. And I always have the hope that I'm going to find love, and it's something that I think I must be able to find love, because society says that a woman's role is to find love, but the Queen, it's always you, for you, Flora, it's always for someone else. I never get the Queen of Hearts. I never get somebody who loved to love. I dropped her once, prepense, but ere the deal was dealt, your instinct seemed her loss to feel. There should be one more card, you said, and searched the floor. So, in this one, Christina takes the Queen of Hearts out of the pack on purpose. And once the cards were dealt, you knew that the Queen of Hearts was missing. You said there should be one card more, you said, and searched the floor. So maybe in this one Christina even found love, but it didn't work out. Yeah, that the life was against me, that this was never going to work, because the pack of cards was one card short. This was not destiny. I cheated once. I made a private notch in Heart Queen's back. So she made a line, she scored a fingernail on the back of the Queen of Hearts, and kept a lynx. A lynx is a cat, a bit like a small lion or a small panther. And I watched for the Queen of Hearts. Yet such another back deceived me in the pack. So I thought I'd found it in the pack, but I got another card instead. There was another card with the line that looked exactly like the one I'd made. And this tricked me. And I didn't get the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Clubs, assumed by arts unknown, an imitative dimp that seemed my own. And I got the Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Clubs instead. So the Queen of Clubs is my destiny, not the Queen of Hearts. So my destiny is not to fall in love. I think my destiny is to be independent, but to be alone, to be strong, independent and confident. This notch, not of my doing, misled me to my ruin. So this mark on the Queen of Clubs, it tricked me. And again, I didn't get the Queen of Hearts. It baffles me to puzzle out the clue, C-L-U-E, the way to do this, which must be skill or craft or luck in you. So I've tried to work it out. I've tried to work out how you do it, how love always falls to you, Flora, which you must have a skill or a craft or luck, unless indeed it be natural affinity. And maybe this is how the cards are dealt in life. Maybe you always are destined to get the Queen of Hearts. You are always destined to find love. And I'm always destined to get the Queen of Clubs and not find it. So, The Queen of Hearts by Christina Rossetti.